You couldn't get help.
No.
No counseling?
We tried that, and
so you did try counseling?
We tried counseling.
And why couldn't it work then?
Because it was a lady counselor, this is what she gonna say. She told the counselor that he not gonna listen to nothing you say because you're a female and you're gonna be on my side. And so that's how I was thinking, you know. She said, no, Mr. Thompson, if you want a male to come in there to sit with us, we can have a male counselor to sit in on this.
Well, wait a minute.
And so I said, you're absolutely right.
Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Was she willing to forgive you?
I don't know. I never did ask her that. How you
gonna be married for all this time? You mess up, really.
She was done. She was done with me.
Well, she was done with you before that then.
She was done with me.
My partner?
Yeah.
If you did that one time and it was a mistake, unless you had a lot of that stuff in that computer that you were saying that wasn't right. Now, you doing that.
No, that was the only thing. That was the only thing.
You made one mistake.
But I think she went back and saw the dates of when I started communicating with this person.
But you hadn't done nothing.
Well, I had done something.
Before?
Before, yes.
So it happened more than once?
Yes.
You screwed the lady more than once?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
How many times? Wow.
Oh, man, I can't.
You can't even know?
I can't know, man.
Oh, yeah, well, then she was done, yeah.
She was done with me.
You didn't want to see, you made me feel like you did one time.
No. She was
No, Eric, you made it seem like you screwed that lady one time.
No.
You did it several times.
She saw the history of...
Look, I ain't going to ask no more questions, but I'm going to ask this.
Okay.
You did it over and over again.
What?
With that other lady.
Afterwards?
No. Why you was with that, you know.
Yeah.
You went and snuck with that lady a few times.
Yeah.
What did that lady do to you to make you keep coming back?
Guess I was whipped. Boy, he got me. Boy.
Hey, wait a minute. You was already whipped at home.
Yeah. I messed up. I admit it. I messed up, you know.
Good Lord have mercy.
Yeah. We get along now because of the grandkids, you know.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, you didn't do it on, well, I can't say you didn't do it on purpose, but, you know. Where did you meet that lady at?
The one
you cheated with?
Met her at the park.
How in the world you meet her at the park?
I was at the park working out, and she was working out.
And you said something?
Yeah.
How you doing?
There it is. That's all it takes. And that was it.
How you doing?
That was it.
But the crazy thing is this, E. She knew you was married.
Yeah. Well,
or did you lie and say you wasn't?
Well, at first I did. I lied.
You lied.
Yeah.
He's the kid that don't lie. This is an all-American kid. He didn't get in no trouble, nothing.
None.
But you started sneaking.
Yep. That's the only thing I regret in life.
Okay, well, that'll work. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like him. How long did that period of that other activity last?
Not long.
See, when you say that to me,
no,
you make me go to digging because you...
No, I say probably about 6 or 7 months after that. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same.
What was
Because I lost my family, you know, and it was kind of hard, and I was trying to blame this person for my breakup, but I can't blame her because it was me, you know.
Right. So you took the blame. So your wife really didn't do nothing.
No.
Well, why were you talking about she could have been part of,
Yeah, well, you know.
Was she treating you like a king?
When we was courting, I was being treated like a king, you know. Even when we got married.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, let's tell the truth. Yeah. When you were courting, she treated you like a king.
Yes.
After you got married,
I was still being treated as a king.
Like a king or as a king?
As a king, you know.
I'm trying to get the distinguisher.
Well, you know, as a king, you know, she treated me well. It was just me. It was just me. I was the one that strayed. I was the one that messed things up for everybody.
Were you treated better before you got married?
Yep.
You were treated better
Yeah.
before marriage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you were still getting treated good married, but not as good as before you got married.
Right.
I mean, only you know. I mean,
Oh, yeah. You know, once
are you getting, well, wait a minute. So that ended. You're back single.
Yeah.
Lost.
I wasn't lost.
You wasn't?
No, because I was still working. I, you know, had an income.
You lost both women.
Yeah, but we were still. We wasn't gonna move back in. We were still because of the kids and stuff. You know, I was.
So were y'all living together, or y'all separated?
Oh, we separated.
Well, now
that was the last straw.
that was.
Yeah.
That might be if she thought you was having sex every month.
I come home and all my clothes out on the porch. I grab my shit and took it over Pop's house.
Did Pops lock you out or let you in?
No, Mom's in there. They let me in.
I know they gonna let you in. I'm just
Till I, was able to get back on my feet.
Yeah, well, you they baby.
Yeah.
You they baby.
That was a hard time going through that.
It was?
It was rough, you know.
Little E over there.
Yeah.
That really hurts you.
Yeah. That I missed a lot of his growing up, you know.
Well,
I would go pick him up on weekends.
So how old was he when that happened?
Eric was in, I think, the 8th grade.
So he was at least in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
So you were there between that 1 through 13.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big crucial time. Though.
Yeah.
So now you get 13. Now you start missing out.
Yeah. But I was still there for him.
Still there, but
with
not
his football and all that.
Not being
baseball.
in the house.
Not being in the home.
Because he looked like you.
Yes.
That's your twin.
Yeah. That's my pride and joy right there.
Boy, that's it.
Yeah, that's my baby boy.
Well, you need to do good then.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm trying to be the stand-up dad, you know, for my grandkids.
You're doing good now. You done learned a lot.
Yeah, I done been through.
But we not finished.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're back single, lonely. You ain't got no woman.
Well, I had.
You dated a little bit.
Yeah, I had. I could make a call and
see somebody.
Yeah, that wasn't no problem.
But that still was lonely.
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
It ain't the same. So now you go to a wedding. You forgot about that?
No, I ain't forgot about that.
When did that happen?
What year was that? 2000.
How much longer after you separated that you went to that wedding? Because you wasn't gonna mention it.
I think we was probably still together then. No, we wasn't. I'm trying to get the dates right. Was we still together then?
You want me to tell you how you can get it right?
I'm trying to think.
Want me to tell you how you can get it right?
I get it right.
Where were you living when you went to that wedding?
At my parents' house, I think.
Where you were separated.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
You was in your parents' house?
Yeah. What year was that?
I don't know what year it was, but I wanted to know where you separated.
Yeah, we were separated. We were separated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you separated and you get invited to a wedding.
In the wedding.
Well, you get invited to be in the wedding.
Yes.
You're a lonely man.
Woo.
Lonely man going to a wedding.
Right.
He might get that thing they throw.
What's that? The garter? Not the garter. The garter. The garter. Yeah,
no,
the garter. The women get the bouquet. The men get the garter.
Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah.
You at the wedding. What happened? I'm gonna let you tell the story.
I missed the first rehearsal. The second rehearsal was at the venue where the wedding was.
I want you to pick up the pace as you tell me about this.
And so we all lined up in formation.
Yeah.
Height.
Right.
Reach your hand out. Whoever grabbed your hand, that's who you escorting.
Right.
And at that time, it was a woman with pretty eyes. And I said,
Is that the only thing that was pretty?
Well, she was nice.
Nice
You
what?
know,
What do you mean?
Nice complexion and long hair. Nice petite, you know.
Nice what?
Petite, you know, her body.
Nice body?
Yeah, body.
Okay.
And so we did our escort and all that.
So
we didn't
can
even
I
know
ask you a question?
what.
When you seen it, did it turn you on?
It was something that I could have worked with.
I didn't ask you.
But
I didn't ask you
okay.
that. I
didn't know what her status was. So
okay. It don't matter. I didn't ask. I'm asking you when you seen her.
Yeah.
Next to you, right?
Yes.
You
Beautiful.
hold your hand out.
Yeah.
You looked at her. Mm-hmm. Did you like what you seen?
Yes.
That's all I want to know. That's it. All that other extra you gonna give me.
Yeah.
She might have took in all of that.
Yeah.
It don't matter. You looked at her and it looked good.
That's right. And didn't even know her name.
Well, you didn't have to know her name. You don't know people's name when you first see them. What's wrong with look at you was in a rehearsal.
Yeah.
And you look, man, but you hadn't seen her dressed up yet.
There it is.
See?
There it is.
You hadn't seen her fixed up.
Right.
You just seen her, regular.
Yeah.
And you already was turned on. So now rehearsal is over. You have any more rehearsals?
That was it.
Yeah.
The next
time you seen her, it was the wedding.
And that was the next day.
The next day?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
No, 2 days later. I think it was a Thursday.
I'm going to help you. I'm your friend.
Yeah.
In 2 days, it was the wedding.
That's right.
You know what you felt like?
Shit. I was sharp as a tack.
You were sharp, but I'm going to tell you what you felt like. Want me to tell you?
What?
You felt like it was your wedding again. Because now you see this lady dressed up. You know, when the ladies in a wedding, they dress up, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Was she looking fine?
Fine as wine.
Blew your mind. I know.
All day long.
Look here. How could she become the lady that's walking with me? Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes.
I know you was messed up. Yeah. You were messed up? What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
You was messed up. Your name Eric Thompson, right?
Sure you right.
Bruh, look here. You like to take it. Yeah, Brown. You got that real deep voice. Yeah, Brown. It was But boy, you was excited as you can get. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I didn't get too excited.
No, look here. I don't want to hear that.
Because I don't know the history.
We ain't not thinking about history.
Okay.
We just in a wedding, walking down the aisle.
Yeah.
Don't you got to walk?
Yep. And the first thing she remembered, I said, let's do this.
Let's do what?
It was our turn to march.
Hey, you ain't have to tell her that.
And that was it.
Because she was going to walk anyway, right? Let's do this. Let's do what?
Yeah. They still don't know each other's name.
Man, look here. You didn't have to know her name. You know why?
Why?
Your eyes had already started twinkling.
Yeah, locked in on it.
Boy, you was locked in. Your heart was pounding. Mm-hmm. You wasn't here to cause no conflict.
Yeah, but I had to play it cool because I don't know.
You is cool.
Yeah, but I don't know what. Was her husband there or boyfriend was there? So I had to play it cool.
You was playing it cool.
Right.
But in your mind, let me tell you what you were saying. Well, I sure wish I could talk to her.
Yeah.
Man, you hated to see the wedding end.
Yeah, well.
Because you was partners for a day.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
We partners for a day. You mine for one day, for one moment, you and me are together.
Yep.
Right? You can't forget that day, can you?
I can't forget it. But she can't forget it neither.
How you know?
Because she always bring this up. I didn't give her the time of day after we was partying and stuff. Mm-hmm. She said I was running from table to table in all these other women's faces.